Hi, I'm Mr. eTutor, your mystery tutor, here at mysterytutor.com, and welcome to video module 4-4. This particular module is going to be a briefer restatement of many of the ideas we discussed in 4-3. We're putting it here for reference purposes, because the ideas in 4-3 are so important to the entire test, not just to the critical reading portion, that we really think it's important that everyone be able to refer back to them easily whenever you need to. So in this module, we'll just discuss briefly the various standards that appear in the reading comprehension questions. Before we get into these standards, remember, it's very important. They only apply to real SAT questions written by the College Board, the ones that appear in this book, the official SAT study guide. If you try to apply the standards of real test questions to fake test questions written by other companies, they may or may not work. In fact, they probably won't. Again, this is why it's crucial that you only study with real SAT questions. Now, the first and most important standard that you'll see is that the correct answer choice to a reading comprehension question will restate the relevant portion of the passage every single time. Even if it's a tone question, even if it's a general passage question with no line citations, even if it's a general tone question. Every single correct answer choice will restate exactly what appears in the relevant portion of the passage. You have to burn this into your brain. It's the key to doing well on this portion of the test. And doing well on this portion of the test is the key to doing well on the rest of the test. So that's the standard we'll see in the correct answer choices. The incorrect answer choices, as we've already discussed, are going to try various tactics to get you distracted from the obviously correct right answer choice. Different people might group these wrong answer choices in different ways. Frankly, the way you group them is not that important. The important thing is that you understand that the common factor in all incorrect answer choices is that they fail to restate the passage in some crucial way. Some incorrect answer choices will say a little bit more than what the passage said. They'll be worded perhaps a little more strongly than the passage is worded. Although, remember, it's not the case that every strongly worded answer choice will be incorrect. If the passage itself is strongly worded, the correct answer choice is often strongly worded as well. Often, an incorrect answer choice will try to trick you by providing some information that seems to go along with the passage and doesn't contradict anything in the passage, but in fact is not actively restated anywhere in the passage either. These types of answer choices are especially attractive to good English students, because in high school English class, a good student is usually one who can see a little bit more than what's actually written down on the page. A person who can read between the lines and understand symbols and motifs and themes and things along those lines. While that's a great skill to have for high school English class, on the SAT, it will cost you points left and right. So remember, on the SAT, it's not just enough that an answer choice not contradict the passage. It actively has to restate exactly what the passage says to be the correct answer choice. Now, some types of incorrect answer choices will directly contradict the passage. You might not think this would be a good tactic, but it's kind of surprising. If you don't go back and look at the passage between each question, you can easily forget exactly what the passage says. Sometimes you'll see an answer choice that directly contradicts the passage, and you'll think that it's correct because you recall most of the major ideas from the answer choice in the passage. And you're right, those ideas are present in the passage, but not in the way that the answer choice depicts. A similar standard wrong answer choice takes only ideas and phrases that do appear in the passage, but then combines them to one another in ways that don't support what the passage says. You have to be on your guard for these especially. They can be very, very sneaky if you're not paying attention. Remember, the key standard on reading comprehension for the SAT, and the key difference between reading on the SAT and reading in high school English class, is that every single word on the SAT counts. If an answer choice is completely correct except for one word, that's an incorrect answer that you're looking at. You have to be very, very strict about this. Every single word must count. After you get used to it, it's not that hard, but in the beginning it can seem very different for a person who's used to reading for high school English class. In order to do well on this part of the SAT, and in fact on every part of the SAT, you have to learn to read the words on the test very closely and very carefully. Remember, everything has to match up exactly. If it doesn't, that's a wrong answer. Thanks for watching this. Refer back to this video often. It will help you very much. And remember, it's easier than you think.